welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is AhTravesty playing some Pillars of Eternity. Alright, we're still here in Elmshore dealing with these quests from the gods. The one we're currently dealing with, I think, is the High Ovate Druid that is up here somewhere. I'm thinking this druid's here, because all these people are new. I did not see them before, but I'm expecting some combat. So we're going to go see. Yep, here's some more guys up here. Ovate's Guard. Let's see what's going to... Oh, we got a cutscene. Yep, this is Erona here. An elf stands on a dais in the middle of a clearing. The ground is blanketed with leaves and various shades of russet and gold. Her eyes are closed and her arms folded in front of her. A curtain of autumnal yellow hair hangs in front of her face. As you draw near, she lifts her chin and looks at you with shifting hazel eyes.
Greetings, Estremor. You are among the Ovates of the Golden Grove.
And you are?
High Ovate, an ancient elm among poles and saplings. We have taken root in the same soil, and the others grow in my shade. Their roots nourish my soil. My branches give them shelter. Together, we grow.
Your essence churns like an eddy in the stream, Estremor. Speak the questions on your mind. Wrath has sent me to end your life. It has continued for too long.
And turned your turbulent passions against me, no doubt. What is a god that his voice should carry so far? And what are you that you should so eagerly obey? The gods only have dominion over what we seed, and you would cede matters of life and death to them.
Durance laughs thickly with derision. The gods set the rules and let us do as we will. But that is merely a test, and only a fool thinks he has been ceded anything. You do what your god wants, or you face the fire. This woman is about to become an example. Are you any different? You've extended your life beyond its natural span. Through work and wisdom, the greater the tree, the more fruit it may yield. There are vines climbing an ancient elm into the sunlight. My growth sustains them. Should our harmony fall prey to a god's jealousy? Your growth stunts theirs. They learn nothing apart from you. If this is what you demand of the other Ovates, you're no different from the Ethic Knoll or the gods. A storm of protest brews behind her color-shifting eyes. She says nothing for several seconds, and you see the fury slowly drain from her face as her eyes fade to the brown of dead leaves. Finally, Eorna lowers her head. Your words carry truth and shame. It was never my desire to diminish my followers, but I can see where perhaps my roots left no room for them to grow. Very well. If my season has ended, then let me pass with it. As she closes her eyes, the warmth and color drain from her body. Her breathing slows, her ashen skin stiffening with a dull patina. When the last sigh that leaves her lungs, cracks carve their way across her flesh, dividing it into hardened ridges. Within seconds, Eorna has petrified, her dark encrusted face turned toward the Ovates below the dais. Okay, that was easy. Return to Barath at Ter Evron. And a major adventure completed. Alright.
I'm on the trail.
Alright, looks like she's petrified into a statue here. Anything else going on around here? Nope. Alright, let's take a look at what was going on in the stronghold. Spoils await in the great hall treasury chest. Alright, nothing else going on. Alright, I guess I think I'm gonna head back to Ter Evron then. Since we completed Barath's quests. Let's take a look at the journal real quick. Yeah, Archdruid Raiston and High Ovate Erona are both dead. I can pray to Barath at Ter Evron to receive my reward. Okay. I'm really curious to see what that reward is, so I'm gonna go straight to Ter Evron. I'll see you there. Alright, back in Ter Evron. On the way up here, we had a construction complete at our stronghold, so let's see what we can continue on with. Yeah, the hedge maze was completed, yep. And the grieving monitor finished escorting a supplicant who returns to the stronghold as well. So, let's see, what can we build next? We can get a library. Yeah, we can probably start raising some prestige up. Let's see, what will give us the most prestige? Probably the library. Yep, looks like it. Alright, let's build that. 2 days. Okay, so now Barath. Let's talk to Barath. Once more you stand before the shrine and the skull constellation which marks its dedication to Barath. As you pray to Barath, you again find yourself on the road. Squinting into the distance, you see a short, pale figure waiting for you. At first you think it's another vision of Archdruid Raiston, but then you notice the figure's skeletal frame and rictus grin. He stands in front of another skull gate, but the way leads down, not onward. He beckons for you to approach. That must be the usher. Behind you is a woman, her skin milk pale against her black hair. She wears a suit of armor so dark it seems to suck the light from the stars. The road winds up a mountain behind her.
A toll, traveler.
She holds out a hand. And the pallid night. Pay the pallid night. You drop a few coppers into her hand, and she closes her fist around the coins. You instantly feel a small weight added to your purse. The lord of this road demands a toll of all, but he lends generously, that all might travel his road again. Behind her the usher grins, his lipless smile, and waits. The road bores into the mountain, and you find yourself in a gigantic cavern. The ceiling curves up and away, and it's dotted with moisture. At this distance the shining beads look like stars, clustered and scattered in constellations. The usher and the pallid night lead you up a trail carved into the edge of the cavern. 2 identical cave mouths wait up ahead, and you follow the usher to one of them. Standing at the edge and gazing down, you see an endless, ever-changing plain bisected by a road. Only then do you realize that you are no longer on the road. As you follow the road to the point where it disappears below you, you realize that you're standing in one of the eye sockets of a massive skull. The usher points to the road. Archdruid Raiston appears below you. He's just as you remembered him, stern and smooth-skinned. Yet with each step along the road he grows, swelling with blood and essence. His heavy steps become slower and slower until he stops altogether. His distended body fills the path completely.
You met a dwarf traveling this road. What did you do?
It is the destiny of all mortals to die. I fulfilled the will of the gods. The pallid night's flesh is taut against her skull. She nods once, barely dipping her chin.
It is also destined that all should be reborn. That their essence circulate.
As Raiston's swollen body ruptures, the effect is like a dam bursting. Ghostly figures as hazy and indistinct as whiffs of smoke continue along the cleared path. Some tumble and rush along, while others amble and drift, but all continue forward. The usher directs your attention to another figure moving down the path. This time you see High Ovate Erona. As she follows the road, her movements become slow and erratic. Her legs creak with each step, and her feet grow long, thick roots that burrow into the ground. She finally stops, rooted in place.
You found a tree that had lived for centuries. Its roots were deep, and its boughs sheltered many. Why did you cut it down?
It was a parasite. While its branches sheltered others, its roots sucked them dry.
All draw their life's energy from the deaths of others. This is why all must remain part of the cycle of death and rebirth. No creature may be a closed loop unto itself.
Irona's body petrifies below, and the shimmering leaves of her hair blow down the path. You seek another who has lived his lives in the brink of the cycle. He sits on the inside of the wheel, observing its revolutions. With each life he is plucked from the stream and returned to it intact. Why do you hunt Theos? I seek a resolution. In confronting him, I'll put an end to the pain he's caused me.
The only resolution is a clean slate. An end that leads to a new beginning.
Theos serves Wodaka. She desires an escape from her own cycle. Power without decline. Theos has removed thousands of souls from the cycle so that their essence might empower her. You must stop him, and you must return them to the cycle. I must go to the sun and shadow now.
No mortal can survive the descent into the pit. But there are souls on the burial isle that are pledged to me. I will grant them to you, and they shall bear you down safely, as well as light the way beyond.
A multitude appears on the other end of the road, raising their voices and kicking up dust as they make their way towards you. Return them to the cycle, Watcher. Promise that you will, and I shall give you power befitting a champion of death. Accept my favor, however, and I will demand this decision as your due. I collect from all mortals in time. I promise to return the souls to the cycle. So be it, Watcher. Do not forget your promise. The usher reaches out and places a bony hand on your forehead. His touch overwhelms you, and you feel yourself expand. Blinded, you reach out, only to find another grasping hand of the same size and shape as yours reaching back. I was granted Barath's boon. When at last you open your eyes again, you are standing in Ter Ebron, filled with Barath's power. Descend the pit in the burial isle of Barath. Amen. Servant of Death quest completed. What the hell? What did we just get here? Barath's boon. What does this do for me? Oh, +1 resolve. +5 defense against petrified and paralyzed attacks. Cool. I'll take it. Alright, and I see every one of us has a level up. Let's go ahead and start taking care of that now. Let's start with Travis. Alright, 8 points, huh? Well, it's just enough to raise mechanics up to 11, so we might as well get that fired up. Alright, and we get a talent. Okay, I think I'm going to take this utility talent here, Spirit of Decay. Passive ability. Gives me +5 damage reduction versus Crowed, and +20% Crowed damage. I'll take it. And that'll do it. Alright, next we have Adair. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and level him up. Alright, 6 points. I think I'm going to save those points because I need 7 to raise up athletics and survival. Let's save them. Alright. Okay, for Adair, I think I'm going to go with the Heart of the Storm utility talent here. plus 5 damage reduction versus shock, and plus 20% shock damage. I think that'll work. And next we have Pelagina. Alright, so we have 12 points here. Let's see. Let's go with some survival. And that's going to leave us 5 points left. I think I'm just going to save those. Okay, for Pelagina, I think I'm also going to go with the Spirit of Decay. Plus 5 damage reduction versus corrode and additional corrosive damage. That'll work. Let's go with that. Alright, next we have Sagani. 10 points. Let's raise athletics. And I think I'm going to save the rest of those points. Alright, so we got a class talent here. Alright, I think I'm going to go with this Merciless Companion. Yeah, it does a lot more damage versus blinded, flanked, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, stuck, stunned, weakened, distracted enemies. Or for in the first 2 seconds of combat with our companion here. I think we'll go with that one. Let's do that. And next we have Durance. Alright, lore. We have 8 points. Let's crank up some survival. And let's save the rest, I think. Alright, class ability. Okay, I think I'm going to go with Painful Interdiction. This is going to actually add the weakened ability to Interdiction, so it'll do dazed and weakening as well, so that'll work. And finally, we have Aloth. 6 points. Can't raise up anything I'd like, although let's go ahead and raise up some athletics. We have 2 points left over. I think I'm just going to keep them. Alright, now we have some spell choices. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this one spell. We can only get one. It's called the Slumber. 10-meter range, large radius effect, and it's a faux area of effect. Knocks the opponents prone for 14 seconds. That'll actually be very helpful. Alright, let's continue on. And we get a talent. I think I'm going to go with Hardened Veil, which modifies Arcane Veil. Gives them plus 25 deflection for 14 seconds. So that'll be very nice. We'll keep that one. Okay, so we are done in here, I think. Alright, so I guess we can get out of here. Let's go. Alright, I guess we can continue on to Old Song. Oh, what the hell is this now?
Stop right there!
Okay.
You're in the wrong city, Inquisitor. Did you think you wouldn't be recognized here in your old home? I've seen your trials with my own eyes.
I have seen you light pyres with good people tied to them. People I'd known many a year. They deserve your confession.
Suros, what are you doing?
Startled, the soldier releases you immediately and turns to face the speaker, a woman in a plain wool tunic. Fully a head shorter than he, but somehow seeming to tower over him. You have seen this woman's face before, but from afar, bloodied and burned as she lay stretched across an iron wheel. At the moment, it is marked only with concern.
An assassin sent by the Inquisition, my lady, daring to approach our camp.
If he is so poor an assassin as to approach an armed guard in daylight, I should have nothing to fear. I would hear what this man has to say. She stares him down until he can no longer face her. He turns away, sour-faced, watching you through sidelong glances, his knuckles white around the pommel of his sword.
Why are you here, Inquisitor?
The evils I've done in the name of the Inquisition are too great for me to bear. I want to help you to end it. Apparently this is a lie. If only there were a simple way to do that, short of converting the Grand Inquisitor himself. But maybe your coming here suggests we are not so far off as I thought. Where are you from, Inquisitor? Around here, actually. Is that so? I meet so few these days. Many of my followers journey from other cities and kingdoms, and most of these soldiers were conscripted from the surrounding countryside. I welcome the thought of having someone around who knew Kratom in better days.
I would like for you to stay here, in our camp, as my guest.
My Lady Irvara, I beg of you. This is an Inquisitor. This is a desperate attempt on your life. The only way it can succeed is if you allow it to.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught the wrong things as I was. If I can't have faith in one man's ability to reason, once he knows the truth, what hope do we have? We have many former missionaries here. They are our most loyal, our most helpful. Many have died for us. These are not people we should be turning away. And if the Inquisition wants my life, they can have it. But they know as well as I do that my cause will not die with me. Come, we have much to talk about.
Irvara beckons you somewhere behind her. Okay.
Yes,
Anything new? No.
as you
What was
wish.
this? Alright, just some more information, I guess. Well, I guess we can go over to Old Song next. I don't think there's anything else left to do here. Yeah, all the quests that we currently have are going to lead us to that place anyways, so... Alright, but we are running up on time, so let's go ahead and do a quick save here.